Hello and welcome to our 10 days of awesome YouTube video ideas. So, in this challenge, by the end of this challenge, actually, you are going to have the best video ideas that are going to gain you views and momentum on your channel. This is the process I have used to go from stuck at 250 subscribers to 2,000 subscribers. Okay, this stuff works. The more and more you do it, the more views you're going to get, the more momentum you're going to get on your channel, and the faster it grows. Okay, so at the end of this challenge, you're going to have some amazing ideas. So let's start with day one. Okay, so we're going to go through this. Now, how this challenge works, every single day, you are going to get one step closer to a full content calendar. Okay, you're going to have daily videos. Each day, I'm going to post a short task for you to do. Okay, this isn't just like watch this and then implement it all at the end. I want you to do this daily with me. So every single day, there's going to be a step-by-step process for you to follow. Even if you're new to YouTube or even if you have been on for a long time. Okay, I still use this process now with 2,000 subscribers. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're new or if you're growing. The goal is that at the end of this challenge, you are going to have at least 26 solid video ideas. Okay, we're going to break those down into probably, in fact, no, we are going to do 26. We're going to have 26 amazing ideas. You're going to end up with more, but the 26 are going to be what we kind of narrow it down to. So if you've imagined 26 videos, if you're posting one video a week, that's half a year. That's 6 months worth of content for you. Then what's amazing is at the end of those 6 months, you can do the same thing, right? You can just repeat this and you have got the best video ideas to keep your channel growing. So I want you to stick to this list, okay? If you have new ideas, you can always add them onto the bottom of the list of the videos that we're going to make in these next 10 days, okay? But I want you to build momentum first. I don't want you to think, oh, I've got this amazing video idea. I'm going to like go and create that one now. Just wait, okay? Do this first and then add that on to the bottom. Okay, so let's get into day one. Day one is to know your niche and spy on competitors, okay? Now, I am not telling you to copy people, okay? We do not want to copy, but you still need to know what people in your niche are doing. You want to know how they're getting their views, how they're getting their subscribers. I'm going to literally show you the entire back end of my yoga channel, and I'm going to do this with you, okay? So, step number one, and I want you to do this with me, okay? So pause this video and do this with me. Figure out who do you help, what do you help them with, and why do they need it? So I'm going to pull up a spreadsheet now. Okay, so I've got it all wrote down in a Google document here, the challenge. So we want to know who you help, what you help them with, and why they need it. So pause this video and go and do that now. So for me, that is stressed mums. What I help them with is getting some time to themselves to focus on improving their health physically and mentally. Why they need it, because otherwise, and get specific with this, otherwise they are a shouty, overwhelmed, overworked parent, sleep deprived, and losing connection with their children and partner. Okay, so why do they need it? So they can be the calmest, happiest version of themselves and enjoy motherhood, enjoy their life, and make the best connections. Okay, so make sure that you are dead clear on this. Okay, so the next thing, I'm not going to make this big because it's annoying me having to minimize it. Find 3 other channels that do what you do. Okay, so I'm going to go into my yoga channel. So this is my yoga channel here. And it should move me down there. So best way to get into YouTube Studio, by the way, is to click on your video. So just bear that in mind when we do that in a minute. So I'm going to type in here yoga, and sometimes this is best doing it in incognito mode as well, just so that you don't have your previous history coming up. So can you see here all these times? That's because I've searched for that, right? So I'm going to put yoga for stressed mums. I'm just going to put yoga for stressed mums, right? And then I'm going to find 3 channels that are similar to what I want to do. Now, most of the time, this is going to come up with are really big channels, or channels that you've searched before. So this is actually a student of mine. That's why her channel is popping up. But like Boho Beautiful, she doesn't specifically work with stressed mums, does she? It's just a massive channel. So I'm going to put yoga for stressed mums, mental and physical health. Let's just see what that comes up with. Again, yoga with Adrian. I mean, you can still have these ones on there, which I probably will do. I'm just going to try and get even more specific. Yoga to stop you shouting at your kids. There we go. That was very specific. Let's see. Because if anybody's got a video for that, I mean, yoga with it. I'm going to look at yoga with Adrian just because she does everything, doesn't she? Yoga for littles, but I'm not working with the kids. Yoga for emotional balance. This is the thing when you're working with parents, it will keep coming up with kids stuff. So I want to put in there for parents. Let's have a look, see if that's come up with anything different. I mean, even this, right? I'm gonna just open that second. No, it's not yoga, but Parenthood Unlocked. So it doesn't have to be yoga, but let's have a look. I'm just gonna open a few and then I'm gonna see what's my top 3 that are similar. I'm gonna put fitness at the end of that just to see if any fitness channels come up. See, sometimes you have to have a really big think about what you would type in to find that. Okay, so I'm going to put yoga for parents fitness. Let's see what that comes up with. Daily exercises for parents. So because that's parents, that's perfect. In fact, he's got a few videos, so yoga for parents and kids. Okay, so I've got quite a few channels there, so I'm going to have a look. I'm going to click on videos. I'm going to scroll down and just check that that is my niche. Okay, so sleep better, nervous system, gentle yoga, overstimulated. Yeah, Adrian is my niche, right? Jesus, that was loud. Let's go into live on purpose. I don't know what this channel is, but how to become leadership, characteristics of a healthy, positive attitude, why personal growth. See, that's not related. So, oh, they're so loud. Then we're going to have a look on this one. Babies refusing food, parenting secrets. Nope, I'm going to say nope. The mum psychologist, let's look at her. Your child just hit you. Should you give them a hug? What I said to my son after he hit someone. Back talk. It's kind of good because you would want parents who are watching this channel to then find my channel. So I'm going to keep that one in there because if your kid is constantly hitting other kids, you're going to feel stressed about that, right? So I'm going to keep her there for now. Let's have a look at him. Belly fat. Swimming. I'm going to say no to him. Move, Zumba, move. And then Yogi Melbourne, let's have a look at her videos. Gentle morning yoga flow, release upper body tightness. See, mums get a lot of upper body tightness. Kids yoga partner, people might want to do it with their kids. Sleep. Okay, so that's my 3. Yoga with Adrian, Yogi Melbourne, and the mum psychologist. So I'm going to go back to my sheet. I'm going to put 3 YouTube channels. I'm going to put yoga with Adrian, Yogi Melbourne, and has she got the parent psychologist? Psychologist. Let me just double check her name. Where's my screen? There we go. The mum psychologist. Okay. The mom psychologist. Okay, so they're my 3 YouTube channels. So I've got what I do. I've got the 3 YouTube channels. Okay, so pause this. If you've not done yours yet, go and do that now. And then the next thing, write down their most popular video and their breakthrough video. Okay, so we're going to go back to their channels. let's just start with her because I'm on hers already. So we're going to go to the most popular first. We're going to put the most popular one that relates to your niche. So here, favorite free educational iPad apps. That's not applicable to me. iPad apps. My toddler won't poop. That's not applicable. Potty training tips for strong-willed children. Not applicable. Frequent night wakings. Why kids wake up at night and what to do about it. That could be relatable. How to stop yelling at your kids. That's relatable. How to stop being an angry parent. Okay. So how to stop yelling at your kids. How to stop being an angry parent. So under mum psychologist, we're going to put how to stop yelling at your kids. How to stop being an angry parent. Okay. That's her top video for me. Then we're going to go to the latest and we're going to look here and we want, how many subscribers has she got? She's got 44.4 thousand subscribers. We want a video that's got higher than that. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to look for one. The next video that's got over 44 subscribers. And if we have to go back too far, we're just going to pick her highest one. So let's keep scrolling. 20K. That's a good one because that's got a lot. So could possibly use that one. Let me have a look. You want to look for one that's like way better than the average. 17, 14. Okay, now we've gone back 3 years, so I'm not going to go back that far. So I'm going to scroll up, look for that 20K one. When your child is being rude, teach them to say this. I could use that. So when your child is being rude, teach them to say this. Now, bearing in mind, I'm a yoga teacher. I'm not going to title a video this, okay? But I'm using these keywords because she is related to my niche. Does not have to be the exact thing, right? So let's bullet point those so that sits in. Okay, next I'm going to look at Yogi Melbourne. So again, go to most popular. Yoga for neck, shoulders, and upper back, 15 minutes. 11 million views. Yoga for neck, shoulders, and upper back, 15 minutes. Yoga for neck, shoulders, upper back, 15 minutes. Let me just check how she wrote minutes. She put min. These things matter, okay? Okay, next I want to look at her breakthrough video. So I'm going to go over here, click latest. Let's again, so she's got 284,000 subscribers. That's amazing. So we're going to scroll down and look at one that again has got really high views compared to all these. So 6.2, 8.7, 11K. That's the highest one so far. 13K. You want to scroll back to like at least a year, but don't go past a year, right? 11K, 12K, 23K. So that's the highest one so far. So see, I'm looking here at the views. 25K, 34K. Okay, so that's neck, see, neck, shoulders, and upper body. That's because she knew that that video did well. I'm going to scroll up though and go to that other one because that was more recent, which was this one. Hold on, that one had 23. How much did that one have? That one had 34. Okay, maybe I will go for that one. Let me just keep going a minute. Yep. Okay, that's the highest one then, 34. So 25-minute unravel the neck. 25-minute unravel the neck. Again, 25 min. See how she's done the same? 25 min, there's no space, right? Unravel the neck, shoulders and upper body yoga. Shoulders and upper body yoga. Let me just sort that out. Seated practice. And I'm not copying these titles, by the way. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these after. Okay, so that's hers. Next, I'm going to look at Adrienne. Now, Adrienne has been around for so long that she's going to have so many videos or so many people are going to relate to her. So if you've got Adrienne as well, do this for your channel, okay, your niche. So I'm going to look at most popular. If it relates, that's what I'm going to use. Yoga for complete beginners, 20-minute home yoga workout. Yoga for complete beginners, 20-minute home yoga workout. I can't remember if that was right or not. Home yoga workout, 20-minute. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to look at latest. And again, look for that breakthrough. So 369, 390. So that's the biggest one so far. 390. Whew, 910. That's because it's a challenge. 910. 946, even better. 1.1 million. There we go. Are we 1.3 million? Whew. Okay, let's go for 1.3 because then we're over a year. So, hip mobility, open your hips, 13-minute yoga practice. So, hip mobility, already forgotten. Hip mobility, open your hips. Create that in a minute. 13-minute yoga practice. 13-minute yoga practice. Now that's interesting because I'm always like, I don't know whether you should put 13 minutes because it's normally 10 or 15. 13-minute. There you go. It works. Okay. So these are some of my competitors' videos. Okay. So next stage. Don't copy, change it up slightly and make it more specific to your niche. Okay. So what we're going to do here is, what did I put in the end of that one again? Hold on a second. Add buffer time after your classes. You don't know how long your video will be. So what I mean by that is with these videos, if I'm going to change these up to my niche and my things, I am not going to write 15-minute, 13-minute, 20-minute because I'm going to go. If I think, okay, I'm going to do a 20-minute home yoga workout and then I'm recording and it only ends up 17 minutes or it ends up 25 minutes, it doesn't work, right? If I've said at the start of that video, welcome to this 20-minute yoga class, and then it ends up being longer or shorter. So I never say the time until after the class is finished. Once it's finished, I might put the time in the title. Okay. So now we've got these three. We are going to change them up. So we're going to look at this as, so what's Adrian's first? Yoga for complete beginners, 20-minute home yoga workout. Now, does that relate to my niche? Does it say anything about stress mums? No. Does it say about anything about focusing to improve their mental and physical health? No. Does it help them to stop being a shouty, overwhelmed, overworked parent, sleep deprived, or losing connection with their child or partner? No. So I'm going to change this up to my niche. Okay. Now, because she is technically in my niche anyway, we want to keep most of this in there, but we need to change it up a little bit. So for me, yoga for complete beginners, I'm going to put yoga for, in fact, I might even put, so this is going to be my variation. So let me change the color because you want to keep some of the keywords. So all I'm doing is looking at the keywords. Beginner yoga for overwhelmed mums, right? That adds in my niche. So then she's got 20-minute home yoga workout. I'm not going to add the time yet because I'll do that after. So when I actually make this video, I might put at the beginning 20-minute beginner yoga for overwhelmed mums. And then this last bit, which I'm going to do something about why they need it. So beginner yoga for overwhelmed mums. Feel calm and less shouty. Now, does that have enough of these keywords? I'm going to say no, because I've only got two. You want to have at least 4 of the words if you can. So in fact, we've got yoga, we've got beginners. So I've got 2. So we're going to do beginner ho yoga, beginner home yoga for overwhelmed mums. Feel calm and less shouty. I think I'm going to leave it at that because I probably will, and then I might put in brackets, try to make 20 minutes, right? But it doesn't matter if it's not 20 minutes. Okay, so that's my first one. So the next one, we've got hip mobility. So obviously this is going to be a hip class. But the reason that you want to use some of these words is because you want that, if they're in your niche, you want their video to start suggesting you. That's what we're doing here. The easiest way to get found on YouTube is to be suggested. Okay, so the next one is going to be, let's have a look. In fact, now I've got those, I'm just going to take those out so that I can see this more. So hip mobility, open your hips. Hip mobility. And you don't have to have like the words. So for me, like I wouldn't have to have stress mums in all the things, as long as it's relating to stress mums. So even hip mobility for calmness, right? Because mums are looking for calmness. Hip mobility for calmness. I might even put release your hips and open. Hold on. Release and open your hips. Yoga practice. Okay, done. Next one, or next two. Let's add those two. Did we do that? Let's add those two next. So hopefully you can see exactly what I'm doing here. So I want you guys to do exactly the same, right? So this next one would be yoga for neck, shoulders, and upper back, which is perfect for mum. So yoga for, you could just like switch the words as well, right? Yoga for upper back, neck, and shoulders. I want to add something about my keywords here. So we've got overworked, sleep deprived, shouty, overwhelmed, physical, mental health. Yoga for upper back, neck, and shoulders. To stop mum aches. To stop the mum aches. See, words like the doesn't actually count in the keywords, so I'm going to take that out. Yoga for upper back, neck, and shoulders to stop mum aches. I'm going to leave that at that. Okay, 25-minute unravel the neck. I like the word unravel because not many people use that, so unravel. Again, I'm going to switch the words. The upper body. Unravel the upper body seated yoga practice. And then I'm going to put, I don't think I'm going to put neck and shoulders. Hold on. Unravel the upper body seated yoga practice to release mum tension. Done. Okay. Next two. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm hoping that this is making sense and how this is actually going to help. So we're not copying anything here. We're just using a couple keywords to make it into what's good for you. So how to stop yelling at your kids, how to stop being an angry parent. So for this, it's easy, right? Because it's yoga to stop yelling at your kids and stop being an angry parent. Easy. And this one, this is why it's good when you find someone who is in your niche but isn't doing what you're doing, right? So yoga for when your child is being rude and getting to you, right? Every parent is going to understand that. So that's our, why is that a different blue? Stuff like that winds me up. Okay, so that's our next videos, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, what I would do is when I make these, I might add in times. So again, for this one, I might put, try and make 13 mins. This one, try and make 15 mins. And I'm not going to put that in because it could change. Try and make 25 mins, okay? Because sometimes people want these because of the time as well. So these ones, it don't matter because it's different niche. But because these ones have got such very similar words, this is way more likely to get suggested on the yoga psychologist channel, right? So for me, like for her, she's got 44,000 subscribers, right? So if someone is watching this video or any of these, right, 1,000 people watching this video and mine gets suggested next to it and they're like, okay, I'm looking at all this stuff because I'm a stressed mum and I'm trying to help my child, but also then they see my video and I'm like, you need to work on you because when you work on you, your child feeds off of you as well. So that's going to help with that. Okay. So that is day one. So I want you to go and make sure that all of this is done. Okay. Pause me, get this done, and I will see you tomorrow for day two.